This weekend, I saw Elvis in theaters, and I want to talk about it. The film was directed by Baz Luhrmann, who, of course, directed Romeo plus Juliet, Strictly Ballroom, Moulin Rouge, Australia, and he also did The Great Gatsby, the 2012 adaptation with Leonardo DiCaprio. Some people don't like Baz Luhrmann. I happen to think he is a pretty brilliant visual stylist. His movies are like 2 hour music videos, except when they are almost 3 hours long, as in the case of Elvis. If I had known this movie was almost 3 hours long before I watched it, I would have never guessed that walking out of it. It felt like it was a little under 2 hours. Whole thing just keeps moving, and there's never, a moment in the entire film where there isn't something to keep your interest. And one of those things are just performances. Like the actors are incredible, dynamic physical performances, emotional performances. I thought Austin Butler as Elvis was really, really phenomenal. I also thought Olivia DeJonge as Priscilla Presley was really great. I think she has a very bright future ahead of her, and she's also great in a movie called Better Watch Out. If you've never seen that, it's a really great horror movie. I think the performance that's going to be the most divisive is Tom Hanks as Colonel Tom Parker, mostly because he's in a big fat suit and has like crazy fake jowls and makeup on the whole movie. I thought it worked for me. I mean, obviously it's a heightened reality, but Colonel Tom Parker was also a carny, right? And that sort of figures prominently in the movie. So he's inherently corny, right? He's not, he's the behind the scenes guy who is sort of promoting Elvis the whole time. And to me, that's a piece with not only this movie, but all of Baz Luhrmann's movies. I mean, his movies are sort of funny. Like there's funny stuff, throughout the whole thing. I mean, it's really like he's just a fan of visual gags. A quick cut to somebody, weird makeup, crazy dress. I mean, the guy is just a very flamboyant filmmaker, but in the best way possible. The one thing I thought a lot about in this movie was how great the VFX are, and it kind of made me sad for Great Gatsby, which is, I think, a little bit of a victim of when it was released. It was released during the heyday of like the 3D revival. So when I watch the movie, I can tell that they sort of color timed and finished the movie such that it would look best for 3D. But nobody's watching it in 3D right now. Everybody watches it in 2D. So when I watch that movie, it looks like there's still 20%, VFX rendering left to do or whatever. I still love the movie. I think Leo's awesome in it, and I love The Great Gatsby in general. But Baz Luhrmann's great. Go watch his movies.